Why does he keep getting back up? Doesn't he know it's over?
He knows. That's not why he stands.
Then, why? The whole world wants him gone. Why won't he just stay down?
Because something won't let him. Something bigger than the world that keeps trying to bury him.
Then what is it?
God made a decision about that man a long time ago, and the world has been arguing with that decision ever since. But God doesn't lose arguments, son. Not about the ones he chose to keep.
You should be dead by now. You know that, right? Not in some dramatic, poetic sense. In the real way, the medical way, the statistical way. The way therapists write about and old friends whisper about and your own mother prays about when she thinks you can't hear her. By every measure the world uses to calculate a man's shelf life, yours expired a long time ago. And yet here you are, breathing, walking, reading this with two eyes that should have gone dark years ago. That's not luck. Luck doesn't work that many shifts in a row. Think about it. Really sit with it for a second. Count the times you almost didn't make it. Not the times you struggled. Everyone struggles. Count the times the edge was real. The times the darkness wasn't a metaphor, but a location. The times your body was in one room and your mind was already writing goodbye letters to people who wouldn't find them until morning. Count those. Now ask yourself why you're still here. Because the world tried. Give it credit for consistency at least. It came for you early. Came for you before you had the vocabulary to describe what was happening. Came for you in the form of people who should have been safe but weren't. Came for you in kitchens and classrooms and quiet cars, where the silence between you and someone who was supposed to love you was so thick you could chew on it. It came for you young, and it never really stopped. Loss showed up so often it stopped knocking. Just walked in, sat down, helped itself to whatever was left. You'd wake up and something else would be missing. A person, a plan, a version of the future you'd been holding together with tape and prayers. Gone. No explanation, no forwarding address. Just the empty space, and you standing in it, trying to remember what used to be there. And then there were the nights. You know which ones. The ones where tired wasn't physical anymore, where tired lived in your marrow, where you sat on the edge of something, a bed, a bridge, a decision, and the only voice still talking was the one that said, "This can stop. You can make this stop." But you didn't, and you couldn't explain why. That's the part nobody understands, not even you. Something pulled you back. Not hope. Hope was face down in the mud by then. Not strength. Strength had clocked out hours ago. Something else. Something without a name. Something that grabbed you by the collar right at the line and said, "Not yet. Not you. Not tonight." That was God refusing to let you die. Not a miracle. Not a choir of angels. Not a warm light and a gentle voice. Just a hand in the dark that wouldn't let go of a man who had already let go of himself. Unglamorous. Unseen. The kind of rescue that doesn't make it into paintings or scripture because it happened in a bathroom at 2 a.m. or a parked car in an empty lot or a bedroom floor where the carpet still has the impression of your knees. The world sent everything it had. Betrayal, poverty, loneliness so sharp it felt surgical. People who said "I love you" and meant "I love what you do for me." Jobs that used your spine as a ladder and thanked you by replacing you on a Tuesday. Friendships that expired the second you stopped being useful. Family that carried your blood but not your back. All of it. Wave after wave, year after year. The kind of sustained attack that doesn't just break men, it erases them, makes them disappear from their own reflection. You should have been erased. You should be a cautionary tale. A name people mention with a slow head shake and a "that's so sad." A gravestone with dates too close together. A ghost someone feels guilty about not calling back. That's where the math pointed. Every single variable in your life was stacked toward an ending that didn't include tomorrow. But God is not a mathematician. He's a father who made a choice about you before you were born. Before the first wound. Before the first betrayal. Before the first night you wished you wouldn't wake up. He looked at the entire map of your life. Every scar, every collapse, every scream into a pillow that nobody heard. And he said, he lives. Not because you earned it, not because you deserved it, because he decided it. And when God decides a man lives, the world can throw its entire inventory at him and still come up short. That's why you're still here. Not because you're tough, you're tired. You know you're tired. The tough thing is a mask you wear because people can't handle the truth, which is that most mornings you wake up surprised you're still in this, still doing this, still dragging your body through another day on a planet that has done nothing but show you its teeth since the day you arrived. But you do it. You drag. You show up. You make the coffee. You drive to the place. You say the things. You perform alive until alive starts to feel real again. And then something knocks you flat, and you start the whole cycle over. And God watches every second of it. Every performance, every collapse, every time you fake a laugh so convincingly that nobody in the room knows you're drowning. He sees it, and he doesn't fix it. That's the part that makes you furious. He doesn't make it easier. He doesn't remove the people who keep cutting you. He doesn't explain the plan or show you the ending, or give you one single reason to keep going that your logical brain would accept. He just keeps you alive, stubbornly, infuriatingly, relentlessly alive. And there's a reason for that. You can't see it yet. Maybe you won't see it for years. But there is someone out there right now, tonight, this exact minute, who is going to need the testimony of a man who should have died and didn't. Not the polished version. Not the Sunday morning edit with the soft music and the happy ending. The real version. The ugly version. The version where you were on the floor, and the floor was the only friend that didn't leave. That's the story that's going to save someone's life. And God kept you breathing specifically so you could tell it. You are not alive by accident. You are alive by divine stubbornness. By a God who looked at the world every single time it tried to end you and said, no, that one's mine. I'm not done with him. You don't get to have him. So the next time the dark gets loud, and it will, because it always does, remember this. You have survived 100% of your worst days. Every single one that was supposed to be your last wasn't. And the reason it wasn't is above your pay grade. You don't need to understand it. You just need to keep standing up, keep dragging, keep performing alive until it becomes real again. Because God refused to let you die, and he's not about to start now.